Sorry if I sound super congested. It is like the second day of spring and my allergies are already crazy. I literally like could not breathe through my nose last night. Holy shit. I like can't feel my face. I feel like I have a pillow over my face, but whatever. Holy shit, look at how big my forehead is. Oh my god. Shouldn't wear my hair pulled back like this. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about something that I know everybody wants to know how to do. I've been doing it recently, I hope to continue doing it, and that is losing weight. I'm going to start off by saying something that people might not like. Obviously, I want to be healthy and I want my body to work well and all those things, but I also do just want to be thin and look good and feel confident. I'm not saying that thin is the only way to look good, but like personally, I feel like recently I've been carrying a little extra weight and I'm just not comfortable with my body. I don't like the way my clothes fit. So that's kind of what motivated me to start working out more and eating a little bit healthier and kind of using these tips and tricks to lose a little weight. Yeah, so I'm going to share that stuff with you guys and let's just jump in. I have 5 things that I'm going to talk about. I feel like whenever I do countdowns, I do like weird, annoying hand motions, but we're just gonna go with it today. The first thing is relatively easy and will make a really big difference. You're not supposed to drink your calories. So what I found is that it's not really about drinking your calories, it's more about drinking your fats and your sugars because that's a lot easier to do. Like a venti caramel macchiato from Starbucks has a shitload of fat and a shitload of sugar in it, and that's just not good for you. It's just gonna make you bloated, and honestly it's going to make you fat if you drink too many of them. A few years ago I switched to drinking my coffee completely black. I like the taste of coffee, so I didn't see any reason not to, and I honestly lost weight really quickly when I did that. Also, you should be cutting out soda, anything basically that's not water. My sister really likes carbonation, so she drinks seltzer, and that's fine, but basically if you go down to only water, if you do drink a lot of sugary, fatty drinks right now, it'll make a huge difference, and that weight will come off relatively quickly if you really are packing that stuff in. Tip number 2 is really good for people like me, and I think almost everybody who don't really like eating healthy. I'm absolutely terrible with my diet. I love sugary foods, fatty foods, anything that tastes good basically, but something that's really worked for me in terms of attitude is to focus on adding in healthy things instead of taking out things that are bad for me. Like when I think about restricting, I feel like my brain has a really negative reaction. I get really bad cravings. So instead I try to just focus on taking in healthy things. Like just think about it this way. If you think really badly that you need to eat vegetables and you need to whatever, and you start your meal with a small salad because you're like, I need to get these vegetables in, you're not going to be as hungry. So even if you go on to eat something unhealthy, you're not going to eat as much of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you focus on getting in those healthy calories and those nutrient dense foods first, you're just not going to want as much of the unhealthy stuff if you're even still hungry at all. Obviously, for this to work, you have to only eat when you are hungry, and I know that's also kind of hard. Some people snack when they're bored. Definitely don't do that. If you're going to eat like celery with hummus or something like that, don't reach for a bag of chips. I'm going to get my other food tip out of the way, which is eat breakfast. I used to so not be a breakfast person. I am not hungry when I wake up in the morning, and that honestly just makes it kind of hard to eat breakfast because you don't want to eat when you're not hungry. However, you definitely want to get your metabolism started as early in the day as possible. As a way to help me eat breakfast every morning, I make sure that it's kind of the first thing I do, if that makes sense. So I'll shower, get dressed, brush my teeth, whatever, and then eat breakfast kind of as like my last step. There's a lot of also really good things you can eat for breakfast. I will generally either eat some yogurt with granola or a piece of avocado toast, but if you go on Pinterest and you type in like cool breakfast ideas, you can get so many fun options that might actually make you more into breakfast. I really like breakfast foods, I just wasn't eating them in the morning, so that's kind of something that I've added into my diet. Tip number 4 is going to seem super obvious, but it is exercise. Get moving. They say you can't out-exercise a bad diet, but I think it absolutely doesn't hurt. Obviously, you should be good on your diet and eat healthy if you want to lose weight in a natural, healthy way. But exercise is so good for you. It's so important for your body, and it definitely helps you lose weight. Recently, I've added some strength training to my cardio, and I feel like that's made a pretty big difference. Anything that makes you sore is basically good for your muscles. I do a lot of cardio, and I feel like that's kind of helped me shed the weight. I like to walk on a really high incline. I don't love running, but I walk on a really high incline, and I'll do that for about half an hour a day, and I feel like just adding that in has helped me. me. The other reason that exercise helps me with my diet is because kind of mindset. When I work out, I don't want to undo that or have wasted that time. So I try to eat a little healthier to kind of keep it like on a momentum. Does that make sense? Yeah, the breakfast thing has to do with momentum too, you know? It's a lot easier to keep something in motion than to start something that's stopped. So if you start your day off working out and eating healthy, then you're gonna wanna continue that through the rest of the day. And also it's about balance. So if you work out, it kind of gives you a little bit of wiggle room on your diet. My fifth tip is to weigh yourself at the beginning. I know some people say, oh, you shouldn't weigh yourself, whatever, but I feel like at the very beginning of eating healthy and exercising and starting to lose weight, people aren't going to notice a difference. It's not going to be such a dramatic difference. I've lost about 5.5 pounds, and I don't feel like you can really see it. Obviously, I can feel it a little bit, but I like to weigh myself because it kind of keeps me motivated. I don't feel like I'm doing it absolutely for nothing. I know that I am making progress, even if it's not so visible yet. So there you have it, guys. Those are some of my tips and tricks for losing a little bit of weight. Again, this is not going to make you lose 25 pounds. These are kind of some jumpstart like lifestyle changes that you can make and that I have made and have helped me really positively. If you guys want to see a video on what I do at the gym, because like I said, I do cardio, but I also do other things and I like to kind of mix it up. So if you guys want to see a video on kind of what I do for fitness and exercise, give this video a thumbs up, and as always, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!